I greet everyone. With you, Analytical Service Guru, Markets. Let's start with the corporation's summary data. A little further, we will study each parameter in more detail. You can pause it if necessary. We propose to consider all the indicators of the corporation in question in more detail. Now let's analyze the corporation's current performance indicators. Monarch Casino and Resort, Inc., ticker MCRI. This review was created using data as of May 18, 2025. According to Classification Guru.Markets company Monarch Casino and Resort, Inc. belongs to the subcategory Leisure Rates. 29 companies are involved in the analysis, which is quite representative. We will see the final decisions closer to the end of this video. The overall score for the company under study is 7.5 out of 10 points. Average score for the subcategory, minus 0.5 points. If you look at it broadly, within the framework of the U.S. market in general, we see that the average result for the stock market as a whole is 1.9 points. Against the company's 7.5 rating Monarch Casino and Resort. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares Monarch Casino and Resort, Inc. and subcategory companies, we can see that over 12 months the company's shares Monarch Casino and Resort showed a dynamics of 23.4%. Against the price dynamics in the subcategory of 12.7%. This does not prove anything definitively, but it is worth taking this fact into account. Market capitalization of the company Monarch Casino and Resort valued at $1.53 billion. The subcategory's market capitalization is $196 billion. Monarch Casino and Resort accounts for a share of 0.778%. It is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's book value is $0.53 billion. With a book capitalization of the subcategory of $56 billion. Monarch Casino and Resort accounts for 0.959%. Comparing the shares of the stock exchange and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Monarch Casino and Resort, Inc. in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 0.778%. The book value is 0.959%, which is 23% more than the market value share. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The organization under study has debt obligations of $0.016 billion. Debt to book capitalization ratio is 3% of capital. Assessment of the company's level of financial obligations, very good, 2 points. The company's market price to earnings ratio is 16. The average for the subcategory is 39.5, which is 59% lower than for the subcategory. Rating of stock exchange price to profit ratio in comparison with organizations in the subcategory, very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $96 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are provisionally estimated at $96 million, which is 0% more than currently. Assessment of projected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The company's price to revenue ratio is 2.9. The average for the subcategory is 2.5, which is 16% higher than in the subcategory. Evaluation of the company's stock market value to revenue ratio in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory, Passable, 0 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $530 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is provisionally $530 million, which is 0% more than currently. Assessment of the expected future revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The marginality is 18.2%, with an average in the subcategory of 6.3%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 11.9%. Marginality assessment compared to the indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 1.134%. This is 46% more than the market capitalization share. And this fact reflects the imbalance of the organization's stock exchange price, Monarch Casino and Resort, rather towards underestimation. The amount of market capital per employee of the company is $527,000. And for the subcategory, $768,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 31.4%. Assessment of the amount of market capital per employee compared to the indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per employee is $33,000, with an average for the subcategory of $19,500. And the difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 69%. Evaluation of profit per individual employee compared to indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The volume of sales per employee of the organization is $181,000. In the subcategory, $311,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 72%. Evaluation of revenue per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, passable, 0 points. Shares for sale are 1.8%. with an average for the subcategory of 4.3%. This is an indicator of the risk of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 66% for the company Monarch Casino and Resort, while in the subcategory the RSI level 14 is 59%. Potentially, the subcategory securities are quoted lower than the company's Monarch Casino and Resort. The company's actual share price is around $82.77. The consensus price target for the company's shares is approximately $87.99. The difference between the current estimate and the consensus forecast is approximately 6%. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. Link in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions previously made this season by the information and reference system, Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in the pinned comment. Based on the company's analysis, Monarch Casino and Resort. Information and reference system of assessment Guru.Markets, the following decision is made. Order to open for a rise at $82.78 per share. The deal is open because the company has a fairly high valuation. The company's assessment is based on the assessment method, the Akeem's Index. Take profit is set at 88.45. Stop loss is set at 77.11. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss. In this case, the order is fixed independently based on the results of exchange trading on June 17, 2025. or on the last working day before this date. Ticker DKNG will be a balance sheet transaction for sale. The video on the balancing deal will be or has already been published on the channel. In case of closing of any of the orders, basic or balancing, the second order is closed at the current price. A huge thank you to everyone for watching this video and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets. You are all the coolest audience in the whole world.